love now.
Kiss me like the world is gonna disappear. I'm a better person when I have you here.
After my exchange year came to an end, my mom and I decided to go on a coast-to-coast trip around America. We actually did not decide this at the last moment, but we planned it almost a year in advance. And obviously, because I was staying close to San Francisco, our trip started from Yosemite. More than 4 million people visit the park each year, and that's totally understandable because it's pretty awesome. The massive cliffs of Yosemite Valley challenge the body and the mind, especially the inquisitive nature of human beings. And when in 1868 Yosemite guidebook declared the summit of Half Dome will never be trotted by human foot, it was taken as a challenge. So George Anderson reached the top in 1875, and countless others followed. It feels like a tongue twist. So one by one, adventurous men and women made other first ascents on sheer granite walls in Yosemite, changing the sport of climbing forever. I would never climb that stuff. The very existence of Great Cliff like Half Dome and El Capitan has inspired questions about how they came to be. And fun fact, El Capitan takes usually about 10 days to climb, but a guy named Alex Honnold, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly because apparently I cannot talk, actually climbed El Capitan in just almost 3 hours, which is unbelievable. Like, how did he even do that? Not to say that the cliff is 3,300 meters. No, wait, feet tall, which is insane. Like, how? Okay. An interesting thing to know about Yosemite, since there's giant sequoias in the park, these type of trees require heat from fire to regenerate, so sometimes humans intervene and they help this process. So if you see burning trees in Yosemite, it's probably caused on purpose. You can find most of these trees in Mariposa Grove. It's a beautiful forest hike, so highly recommend if you're ever going there. Yosemite National Park is home to thousands of waterfalls, from beautiful half-mile cascading water to like tiny streams of white that drops only a few feet. The best time to experience Yosemite's waterfalls is in spring. They actually say that the excursions for May and June are the best time to see the waterfalls, because by the end of summer usually they're completely dried up, so you're not gonna be able to see much. Years ago, this was the capital of the hippie revolution. It's the city of the huge bridges, the old piers, of the curvy roads, and especially a city full of diversity. American people consider this the most beautiful city in the US, San Francisco. From all over the world, more than 7 million people each year come visit San Francisco. To take a cable car, which one ticket only costs $5. You can hear the cable car from far away. I would say it's pretty loud, but it's kind of unique. The cable car started working in 1878. The part that I like the most about the cable car is that you can sit, well, not really sit, you can stand outside of it while admiring a beautiful view. But let's talk about the giant of San Francisco, the Golden Bridge. It's a big suspended bridge that connects the Pacific Ocean with the Bay of San Francisco. It's the longest suspension bridge in the world. It's called Golden Gate Bridge because here the gold seekers used to come with their boats. And you have to know that each year an incredible team works to maintain the color of the bridge so that it's always bright and beautiful and red, and you know it. It's the Golden Gate Bridge.
There it is.
You see it?
That generally indicates a deep dive there, or something again. Out of the fog, the whale appears.
Lombard Street is actually in the Guinness Record book because it's the world's most crooked road. It has more than 8 curves in an almost 90-degree angle, and here cars cannot pass 8 kilometers. Castro Street is actually famous for being the gay area, and it was created during the Second World War. Here, gay people who were sent home from the military would stop, and it's a very famous street for gay brides, and you can actually find the most famous beauty centers here. A long time ago, only the most dangerous criminal could go to Alcatraz, the most secure and safe prison ever, which is also called The Rock. Today, for $42, everyone can go to Alcatraz. And if you know Spanish, you probably already know this, but if you don't, Alcatraz actually means pelican in Spanish. When I actually got there, I was feeling a little bit anxious. It was a very weird sensation I had, and lots of people experience it. You know, when you go to a place and it feels just not normal. Let's just say it kind of gives you the chills. History says that about 14 people tried to escape the prison, but only 2 of them succeeded in some way, because actually no one knows what happened to them. They just know they got out of the island. They lost track of the 2 prisoners who escaped, so they were declared drowned in the bay. The prison was closed in 1963. We can say that Alcatraz has a twin in Chicago, but I will talk about that in my Chicago video. I'm just gonna put a photo here so you know which prison I'm talking about. So yeah, this was the first part of my coast to coast trip. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you liked the video. If you want me to keep doing more about my trip, just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, and also let me know if you've ever been to San Francisco and if you liked it or not. I'm very interested. And I'll see you guys soon with the next video. Bye!
Baby, I'm a fool.